Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here my channel, my name is Alison and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're gonna play around with the makeup. We're gonna apply full face makeup only using $1 makeup, and all this item is only cost you $1, nothing more than that. So all this item I only purchased on one website, which is the Miss A website. This video is not sponsored by the way. I just want to have fun trying out $1 makeup and compare with my usual drugstore and high-end makeup, just to make a comparison here and see if there's something good in this collection. So if you guys are interested on how I create this look with $1 makeup, then let's keep on watching. Okay guys, so this is all the stuff that I purchased from missa.com I believe, and I'm gonna link everything down below. Everything on the website is almost $1 makeup item, and I mean it's $1, so today we're just gonna try out and see if $1 makeup worth the price. So here we have the AOA Studio Wonder Blender. This is just a beauty blender and it's only cost you $1, so we're gonna try it out and I'm gonna wet this blender. So this is the size of beauty blender before wetting it. It's just like a regular size of beauty blender, so I'm gonna go ahead and wet this beauty blender. So here, this is what the beauty blender after wetting in the water, and definitely the size is 1 times bigger. So before we're gonna go in for $1 makeup, I'm gonna go in with this Becca Under Brightening Eye Corrector. I need this to cover up my dark circle, and this is something that I apply every single day if I have my makeup on because it really helps to cancel out the darkness underneath my eye. Okay, moving on to the primer, I'm going in with this AOA Studio Wonder Skin Mattifying Primer. It does come in a huge tube. This is 0.67 fluid ounce, and I choose a more mattifying primer because I do have oily skin, and it looks a little bit more of a creamy side. I didn't expect it should be that creamy. I thought it would be more of a hard texture. It feels like it's just like a moisturizer kind of texture. It definitely smells like lipstick. It's so weird, a primer smells like lipstick. But then when I apply this on, I don't feel like it's really matte finish. It's more like a moisturizer finish, but I think it kind of dries down matte. I hope so. But you can always really tell before the foundation is applied on the face, so we're just gonna go along with it. Okay, now moving on to the base, I'm gonna use this BB cream, and this is also from AOA Studio Perfect BB Cream, Skin Perfecting and Color Correcting. So this is what the packaging looks like. I got 2 shades here because I'm not sure which one would match my skin tone, and there's not much shade to choose. So I got in the shade light, and also I got it in the shade medium. I might have to mix them together. So here it says apply a small amount under foundation or wear it alone to enhance your natural skin tone while reducing fine lines and pores. Okay, so this is what the shade looks like. This is medium and this is light. I'm gonna go in with the light and see how it blends. Oh, it's definitely very moisturizing kind of BB cream. I can see the texture is really thick. So I'm gonna start on this side of my face. I think I can just get away with the light color. I feel like the light, it's a lot darker than what usually the light in other foundation or BB cream. So I'm gonna go in with the Wonder Blender and blend it out and see how this works. So the blender is definitely a lot more stiff than my usual Morphe blender. This is a lot softer and this is like really stiff. And when I put it on my nose, trying to bounce it, it feels like it's really hard. I don't know if you guys can hear the bouncy sound that I make here to blend up my foundation. So this is one layer, and you can really tell I did put on a BB cream. So I'm gonna go in on second layer and see if it's beautiful. I'm just hoping this doesn't break me out because I do have acne prone skin, which is a sensitive skin. Okay, so this is second layer on this side of my face, and definitely I can tell it's a lot more smoother, but I can't really see the coverage. But again, this is a BB cream, so it tends to be more of a light coverage on the foundation. I'm gonna finish off this side of my face and I'll be right back. Okay, I did apply 2 layers on this side as well, and right off the bat, I think this is not that bad for $1 of BB cream. It does give me a more dewy finish, it does give me a very lightweight finish, and it kind of balances out my complexion, but it doesn't give me much coverage. But this is a BB cream again. Surprised how it looks. It looks very good. It looks like a high-end BB cream texture, and it blurs out my pores on the center of my face, gives me a very dewy finish. I'm just hoping it doesn't irritate my skin. So now moving on to the concealer, and this is again from the brand AOA Studio Wonder Cover HT Concealer, and this is in the shade Light Ivory. So this is what the packaging looks like. It looks like a ColourPop lipstick packaging. Again, I'm hoping this shade would work on my under eye. I'm just keep guessing on the website because it doesn't really show a lot of swoo. Okay, definitely I got the wrong shade. It looks super orange underneath my eye. When I look it up online, it doesn't look orange to me at all. Okay, I got the wrong shade. It's way too orange for my under eye. And somehow in the camera, it doesn't look that orange. But in real person, it looks really, really orange underneath my eye, even though on my hand. But I don't know if it's gonna oxidize to regular color. We're just gonna go with it, try out and see how it works. So also I'm blending this out with this Wonder Blender. I mean, if it's not the color, the coverage is really full coverage. I didn't expect it would be a full coverage. I'm amazed. It's just the color range on the website. It's not really clear for you guys to pick it out. But I feel like once it's blend, it's not that bad on the color. But in real person, you can definitely tell. So I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera, this side is a lot more orange than this side. Once it blends out, it looks a lot more natural. I want to say definitely this would be a good coverage of concealer if you guys looking for full coverage, because I didn't expect it would give me that full coverage, but it's just the shade range. Because I'm only looking at the picture they uploaded on their website, and this color, it just looks very light in the picture, but when you apply it looks like orange. But now once it blends out, I feel like it's looking more natural, kind of match my skin tone. Okay, now to set all this hard work and all this foundation and concealer, we're gonna go in with this AOA Studio Perfect setting powder, and this is in the shade 023 in matte translucent. Okay, so on the inside, this is what the translucent powder looks like. I'm just gonna try out and see what it feels like on the back of my hand. Ooh, I don't know if this is gonna give you a white cast if you guys are taking flash photography, but setting powder, it looks white to me. Alright, we're just gonna go in with the beauty blender. I'm gonna dab all this setting powder and set it with my blender. Just kind of set the area that I usually set and where the place that I get very oily. So for this setting powder, I don't think I'm gonna go in to try out for the second time because I'm really not digging the white cast it gives me. And on my under eye, definitely don't use this for your under eye because it kind of separates and dries out the under eye concealer. I don't know if you guys can tell, it's kind of separating my concealer. It kind of rub off the concealer, so this is bad for the under eye. Moving on, we're gonna go into the brow, and I also got this from AOA Studio Sculpting Brow Pencil. So this is what the packaging looks like. It looks like Anastasia packaging, but in different color. So on one end you get a spoolie, and on the other end you get the actual pencil. And I got this in the shade, it doesn't say what shade I got here. Probably the darkest brown shade. So this is what the color looks like on the back of my hand. And usually dark brown, it just works with my hair color. So I'm just gonna go in. It's just a little pigmented than I thought, but we're gonna work it out and blend it with this spoolie. Honestly, for $1, it's not that bad for the eyebrow, but it's just a little bit more waxy than what I would like. So you just have to really go in and fill into the gaps. To set my brow, I also got this AOA Studio Go Brow fiber gel, and this is what the packaging looks like. And also I'm not sure is there a shade on this fiber gel that you can choose from, but oh my god, this spoolie, it looks really tiny little and it looks hard when I kind of brush out the fiber out on the cap. But we're just gonna go in and see if it really set my eyebrow. Not bad. It actually just stands up all my hair. I don't see much fiber comes out or it really helped to volumize my brows, but it really holds up my brows in every single direction that you want it to be. I kind of like this. I'm surprised. The bristle is a little bit stiff, but it's still workable. It really holds up all your brow hair on the direction that you want. Okay, now let's move on to the eye. Before we apply my eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with this AOA Studio Perfect Eyeshadow Primer, and it looks like another ColourPop lipstick packaging. Texture, it looks a lot more a moisturizer. It doesn't feel like it's a eyeshadow primer because it does have a little bit tacky feeling, but it's not too much. So I'm just gonna go in and apply this on the lid of my eye. And I'm just gonna blend it out with my finger. Well, actually, I did apply too much of the product. Okay, moving on to the eyeshadow, I only can get my hands to this eyeshadow, and this only costs $1 as well. This is the LL Lots of Love. Number 2C a penny. And first of all, the packaging, it looks like a toy kind of makeup to me, like you're playing makeup as a toy kind of packaging. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, like the really cheap packaging. I never see a makeup stuff it comes in this kind of packaging. It looks like a toy that it comes with. The packaging looks like this, or you bought a candy, something like that, the packaging, it will look the same. So I can only get my hands on this because there's a lot of good or better eyeshadow palette out there, but then it's all out of stock. I've been waiting for almost 2 to 3 weeks to see if they get back in stock, but the wait is just way too long for me, so I just have to go in with something else in for $1. So the actual packaging looks like this. It's just a really cheap plastic drugstore packaging. So it does come in this little eyeshadow blender, but I never used those. So this is all the shades I got here. This is all the shimmer shades. So we're just gonna work it out today and see if it's blendable. It does have pigmentation, and I think I'm gonna go in with this more of a pinky shade. I'm gonna apply with my finger and dip it over my lid. It does blend very nicely, and the pigmentation, it looks nice. So definitely it did exceed my expectation on this eyeshadow palette, because first of all, the packaging, it doesn't look pleasant, and second of all, the color in here is all shimmer shades. I want to say it's not that bad after you blend it out. It does give you the pigmentation, but you just have to work it with your finger. I'm not sure how it works with a brush. I'm just gonna go in with the shades that I have here in the palette and go in with this darkest brown shade and carve out the outer V to give some color and matte shades on this eyeshadow look. And with the brush, I'm gonna go in with this kind of light gold color and see if it gives the pigmentation. I'm gonna put this on the inner corner of my eye. So with the brush, you did get a pigmentation, and it's looking nicely on my inner corner. I don't know if you guys can tell with the camera. Honestly, I do like these shades, and it's really blendable. It's just really easy to blend with your finger, and it does give you pigment. Okay, moving on for the eyeliner. I didn't purchase an eyeliner in this purchase because I feel like eyeliner is more like into your eye, like close to your eye, and I don't want to get irritated. I do have really sensitive eye, so I'm just gonna go in with my usual eyeliner from M Cosmetic, and I'm gonna fill that out, and I'll be right back. Okay, for mascara, I did purchase the Pre-Lash. This is more like a mascara primer, and then this is the Hyper Lash. This is the fiber mascara, also there from the brand AOA Studio. So first, I'm gonna apply this lash primer. Okay, so usually with lash primer, I expect to be looks like a white kind of finish, but this is definitely in a black finish, and I'm not sure if this is just a mascara. And the bristle is like really fluffy, big. I feel like this is a mascara. This is a mascara. It says primer here, but it just looks like a regular mascara because it does have that black finish, and usually with primer I feel like it should looks like a white. So I have to say it does give me the length, and it kind of helped me separate my lashes because of the bristle, and I just feel like this is more like a mascara to me. Okay, now moving on, I'm just gonna apply the regular mascara, and ooh, I don't think I want to use this. I'm serious, guys, because the mascara one, it just looks like a toy, and all the fiber, it just came out. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just crazy. I don't want to get my eye irritated, and I don't think there's anything inside the tube. When you take it out, it just looks like a straight fluff. I got scammed, guys. Look at the bristle. It just looks like a torn bristle, and with a lot of little fine hair. It's right here on my finger. I just have all that fiber inside the tube. Okay, so I guess the primer is like a mascara, so but this, I don't think it would work, so I'm gonna pass that. So now moving on to bronzer, and actually there's a lot of good bronzer on the website, but they're all out of stock. The only thing that I can find is in $1 is this brand from Santee Mineral Pressed Galaxy Powder in SPF 20. So first of all, the packaging looks like this, and it does have that orange shade and bronzer shade on the inside. This is what really freaks me out because it does have a little bumpy texture on the bronzer and the palette. Oh, it does have a really strong, nasty scent. Ooh, I don't like it. Okay, so the orange shade, this is what it looks like. And for, whoa, this is really powdery and pigmented. And for the dark shade, so I'm just gonna mix it and see what it looks like together. Okay, so this is the shade what it looks like when you mix it together. But I just went in with my finger to blend this out, and it just looks like a mess on the palette. Alright guys, we're going into this bronzer and see how it looks like. I don't have a good feeling with all this shade that I just swatched. I'm gonna go in and try. It's okay. I'm gonna tap very light hand and then tap off the excess and go in with a very light hand. It's really pigmented, as you can tell. I'm just gonna tap the rest on the other side of my face. Oh, I really hate the scent. I really like it. Smells like old people perfume or the moisturizer that they use. I really hate the scent. I can't. But it's not that bad after you blend it out. And I usually don't see bronzer that it kind of mixed with different shades, but this one, surprisingly, with the orange, it doesn't look that bad. It blends very nicely. It's very, very pigmented, so you have to go in very light hand. That's it. I'm just gonna do both sides of my face and not anywhere else because I really can't handle the scent. That's it. That's it. Okay, now moving on to blush, and this is the most exciting part because when I see this color, I'm really excited to purchase it, and this is the only one that they have on the website, and it looks legit. So this is the LOL Lots of Love 01 Coral Blush, and the packaging again looks like a toy to me, but what inside it really matters. Okay, again, packaging looks like drugstore packaging, and on the inside it does come in with this application, but I don't really use those. And this is all what the shade looks like. It looks like just a very peachy coral shades, which is right on my alley. And let me swatch the color. It does look really pigmented on the hand, so you might have to go in really light hand on this one. The shimmer shades, it's a little bit patchy, but we can try that out. I'm just gonna do one dab, second dab, and then tap off the excess. The color is not that bad. It's very pigmented. You have to make sure you blend it nicely, and it did blend, but it kind of cling to my hairline that it doesn't want to blend it out. I do like the color here, the combination. It looks very perfect match and nice. More of an everyday blush. Now let's move on to highlighter, and this is the AOA Studio Wonder Bake highlighter. This packaging reminds me of the Essence highlighter, and I got this in the shade Cream Puff. This is what the color looks like. I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop brush and apply this on the high points of my cheeks. Oh, that gave you a pigmentation right there. Oh, I didn't expect it would give me that color because it doesn't look as gold as I thought. But it does have that really nice sheer coverage, sheer finish on the highlighter. It's not super intense, but it's not invisible. Oh, I'm liking this highlighter. It actually looks nice. It's not like those e.l.f. Bake highlighter you have to scrape off the top coat. This is something that you can just go right in and the pigmentation just gives you right there. It's looking nice and natural. And I like this for more of an everyday look, for a not very blinding highlighter. It's suitable for work, and if you guys want something more natural, this would be the color that you want to go for. Okay, so last but not least on this makeup look, the final makeup product. This is their AOA Studio Wonder Matte Liquid Lipstick. This legit looks like ColourPop packaging with their liquid lipstick. And I got two different shades here. I got 2027 Vibin and also in the shade 2004 Bombshell. So let's see what the color looks like. So this is the shade in 2027 Vibin. It looks very my color, and this is also very my color. So this is the Bombshell, and it just have that bright color, more of a brownie side. So with this look, I think I'm gonna go in on more of a nudie shade. So this is in the shade Vibin. It does have like a floral scent on this liquid lipstick. So this is the mauvey tone that I really like, and this is just my color, and it does dries down a little matte. It's still drying down. I know I have to exfoliate my lips, but that's okay. I really like the shade, and it does give you that floral scent. I don't know if I like it on my lipstick though. But the formula, it does dries down very nicely and very matte. So guys, this is the final look here. And I'm gonna go through the stuff that I would be keeping or the stuff that I would like. So first of all, the blush. I don't think I'll be keeping this because it does look very nice, but then it doesn't blend very nicely with my bronzer, and it does just cling to my certain hairline area. Same thing happened on this side. Bronzer, hate the scent. I'm not gonna go in with this again. And the color is just a little bit too dark, and I'm really surprised that they mix it with some orange. It does look very nice and natural, but I really don't like it. It's very powdery, and it's very, the scent is bothering me because it smells like old people perfume, and I don't like this scent. And for eyeshadow, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna play around with some matte shade. It does give me a very nice pigmentation and shimmer, and it looks really nice with the finger application. So I'm just gonna keep this one. And moving on, this is the BB cream. I'm gonna keep one shade. This is in the light. This is my perfect match. I have light medium skin tone, and light color, it just matched my skin tone, and it looks very natural finish. It does give me light coverage. It not necessarily give you a full coverage because again, this is a BB cream. For here it says color correcting. I don't think it really color correct your face, but what it meant, I think, is kind of balance out your complexion in your face. And this is a really good BB cream for $1. I'm really amazed on the quality on this. And this medium shade is just way too dark for my skin tone, so I'm just gonna pat this out. And also for the primer, I don't know guys, for primer I do have to try out more to see if it really control my foundation. It smells like a lipstick on a primer though, but then I'm gonna try out more, and I'm gonna keep this and to test it out. Moving on, also I have this eyeshadow primer. I thought this was just okay because it didn't really just prime my eyelid. The texture is kind of weird, so I'm gonna pass this. Also eyebrow pencil for $1. I think this is a really good eyebrow pencil. It does look very pigmented on my eye than what I'm usually going for my eyebrow, but it does give me a very natural, easy application because of the shape of this eyebrow pencil. It's just really easy to go in with the tail and then just fill it out, but it does have a little bit more on the waxy side, so if you go through your eyebrow for more than 3 to 4 times, it does kind of move around. So you do have to patiently kind of go in to the spot area and just fill in the gap and not too over broad with this eyebrow pencil. So I'm gonna keep this. And also for the eyelash primer, guys, I don't feel like this is a primer. This is more like a mascara, but more of a lightweight mascara. For the mascara, it's a big fail because it didn't have any mascara in the tube that I purchased. In the application, it's like broken, and all the hair on the bristle of the application is just fluffed around, and there's no product inside of the tube, so that's a fail. I can't really test that out. But for the primer, I'll pass this. I don't see much difference. And for concealer, this is a big fail because it looks like orange on my skin, but then on the website, it doesn't look that orange to me. It looks more of a concealer, light medium shade. So this is a big fail. And if you guys get the right shade, I would highly recommend this because it does give you that really full coverage. If you guys like that full coverage concealer and you guys don't have really dry under eye, then you guys might like this product. And also moving on this matte translucent setting powder, I gonna pass this because it does give me that white cast finish. Even though you blend it out for a couple times, it might disappear, but I really don't like how it sets my under eye, so I'm gonna pass this. Also for the sponge, I don't think I would use it again because it's a really stiff kind of sponge, and the application, I feel like it's okay. It's not perfect. It doesn't soak up a lot of product though, but it's just something that I didn't like for my preference with the stiffness. Because when I try to apply my BB cream on my face, you guys can probably hear the noise that it gives. It's just really loud, kind of bouncy noise it gives you. So I'm gonna pass this. And for liquid lipstick, I'm gonna keep this shade right here. It looks very nice and it doesn't really dry out my lips. It doesn't feel like a heavy texture. It feels very lightweight, and I really like 2 shades right here that it's just right on my alley. And the packaging, it just looks like a ColourPop packaging. Really nice, and I'm digging this color, and I'm gonna keep this and try out more. Okay guys, so this is the final look right here. I hope you guys enjoy watching me playing around with this $1 makeup, and I know you can't really get this anywhere, but I will link the website down below. Not sponsored, by the way. I just wanna try out $1 makeup. This is a really fun video to film because it kind of tested out how a high-end brand and $1 makeup brand, how the things work on my face, and there's a couple of things that I really like, and I'm gonna keep playing around with it. So if you guys enjoy watching this video, please give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!